it's me, Laura Burns, and welcome to the 12 days of Vlogmas day 10. And you can see we're in a different room. I'm switching it up a lot because I have a lot going on right now. So last time you saw me, I was making jelly, and now I am making a quilt. So to continue the theme of the Great Aunt Mary Memorial Christmas, last Christmas when she was still with us, we all created this project. And we often do quilt projects and craft projects, so this is not unusual. But my mom was helping her go through her house, just like getting rid of things, tidying up, and they came across a bunch of quilt squares that she had made over the years and never done anything with, and like a lot of fabric. And so they brought it all out last Christmas, and those of us who wanted to participate, mostly the women, dug through the fabric, took a bunch with us, and have been tasked with using that stuff to make a quilt and bring it back Christmas 2019, which for my family is Monday, and so today is Friday in the evening. It's about 5:30. It looks like the sun is going down, and I'm just now starting. So I have tonight a little bit, and then we have to go shopping for Christmas stuff, and I have tomorrow and any time I can squeeze out on Sunday. So I'm hoping to get this done tomorrow, so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. But I wanted to show you, so we took stuff. I actually have enough for 2 quilts. I don't have a lot of completed squares, but I have kind of 2 color stories. And the one that I'm going to make for our Christmas this year is the brighter, kind of more fun one, and then the other color story, maybe eventually I will do it. But so here's one square that was completed. It's got lots of tiny pieces to it. It's very bright and 70s. A lot of orange and green, and it's very fun. And then the second one is also orange, bringing in a lot of yellow here. So those are the completed squares. And then the scrap fabric that I have to work with is this stuff, which fits in really well. And then some yellow gingham, some green floral, and some of this vintage material, which I think is so cool. So I'm going for just like a bright orange, green, yellow, white quilt. And then behind me on the table is a sheet that I have left over from our wedding, which was in 2011. And I bought a bunch of sheets at the thrift stores that looked like cool and vintage, and put them down, and part of our wedding was like picnic style. And so I really love this sheet. I think it's so beautiful, but I don't use it on our bed or any of the beds. And so I want to do something with it. So I thought it'll make a great back. And if I need extra squares, then it's much bigger than the size that I need. Oh my God, I like had to cough. So if I need extra squares for the front, I can cut some of it off and use it for squares in the front. So it's going to be a really simple quilt. I only have these 2 that are going to be all complicated and stuff. It's going to be probably not the most beautiful quilt, but it's going to be fun, and it's going to have nice memories because it has these squares on it. So I'm going to just film me working on it, and you'll get a little time lapse. Hardly any time will pass for you. A lot of time is going to pass for me. And we're going to see how this thing ends up. It's going to be fine. Will it be great? I don't know. It's going to be small. It's going to be like a lap quilt for the couch because I just don't have time. Or like materials, I think, to make a big one. But mostly time is the issue here. But anyway, I hope that this is interesting to you, so enjoy. And I'm off. So this is me just kind of getting out the fabric that I have, trying to iron it out to see the shapes that I have, getting everything kind of prepared to be messed with. And so all the material that I have is different shapes, it's different type of material. Some of it is very natural, some of it is very not natural. And so just starting to cut some shapes out, trying to put some things together and figure out what I'm gonna do with these materials. At this point, I really didn't know. I was just trying to like make some shapes that could be used in various ways and start getting some of the fabrics mixed so that I could see how they looked together and then really just kind of figure out where I was going with the whole thing, because I really hadn't looked at these materials a lot. Like, other than picking them out almost a year ago, I haven't really looked at them or thought about it a lot. But yeah, so just me cutting things down, starting to patchwork all these together. Okay, friends, it's day 2 of Quiltmas, and yesterday I got a good start. I worked on it for probably 2.5 hours, and then Richard came home, we went to get something to eat, we came back, I worked on it for probably another 1.5 hours, I would say, maybe longer than that, I don't really know. But my body was hurting. Like, none of these chairs are particularly comfortable to like craft in. But I had to figure out what I was doing, because I just had like a bunch of random fabric and hadn't really made a plan yet. And so I was going to try to make like specific sized squares, and then that wasn't going well because some of my fabric was really oddly shaped, and so I couldn't get the same size squares out of all the fabric. So then I just decided to do like a crazy quilt, and so I'm just piecing together stuff. I thought I was going to do, you know, like really simple, just like 4 blocks to a square. But it's actually going to end up more interesting than that, which is cool. It's more work, but I think it's going to be at least a little more interesting to look at, and it actually uses the size of fabric that I have. So right now I've just been trying to put together pieces with all the different fabrics so that they can mix really well, and then I'm going to see how much I have and decide if that's enough for the quilt top. If I need to find something to be the rows in between, which would be the sheet that's going to be the back, I'll put that also in between, or if I want to do a different pattern. It really just depends on how the pieces that I'm doing now come together, what the top is actually going to look like. Anyway, so enjoy another time lapse. I'm going to begin the marathon. This quilt needs to get done today, so hooray! Okay, so day 2, had my coffee, and I got to work on the stuff that I had set myself up with the night before. When I went to bed, I had added in a lot of green panels to many of the blocks that I had already started, and so at this point a lot of those blocks have 3 or maybe even 4 different kinds of you know, different materials coming together, so I feel like that was a really good place to start. And so I was just trying to start to build bigger pieces now, bringing 2 or even 3 together at a time to start to make some larger blocks. At this point, still thinking I'm gonna make a quilt. Spoiler alert, I didn't. You'll hear about that in a minute. But yeah, just trying to piece things together and get bigger pieces. Hey y'all, so when last you saw me, I was working on a quilt in the dining room, and then my SD card in my video camera filled up. Sorry if you're moving, you're balanced on a lamp right now. So the SD card filled up, so I had to bring it into my office and try to get all the footage off of there. Anyway, while I was trying to get the footage off of there, it was like uploading to my computer. I kept working on it, and it turned into a runner. So I was pulling, you saw me kind of like piecing things together. The idea was that I was just going to put, you know, a variety of fabrics everywhere, and then once I got like larger pieces, I was either going to cut squares out of it or rectangles or something so that I could piece it all together into a lap quilt. And then my husband was like, why don't you make it a runner? And I was like, oh my god, why don't I make it a runner? Because at the rate that I was going to make it a lap quilt, it was going to be so much longer. So it is currently 8:30. I've been done. We just got back. We went to eat. We went to Target. And it's basically done. Like, I could bring it to the gathering like this and it would be fine. There are some finishing touches I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. So he was like, this would be a really good runner for the console in the living room that is below our TV. So this is the back. Here is the final product. So it is about 15 inches wide, and it's all of those fabrics mixed together. And it is a mix of the pieces that Aunt Mary had made, and then the other vintage fabrics that I took from the stash. Are there things that I would change about it? Yes. Had I known it was going to be a runner, I would have pieced these together differently, but by the time I knew they were already together, and I was like, I'm not undoing them. So the green especially is just like weird, but what, it's fine. And then I did the back in that sheet, and then just folded it over to make the binding, and then on the end I just made my own little bias tape with the sheet fabric and finished it like that. Very simple. Richard even said you could reverse it and it would be pretty, like for the spring or whatever. Anyway, so I think these colors will work in my living room because it's very green, there's touches of orange, pink and stuff, so I think actually it'll work really well. The finishing touches that I still want to do before Monday, when I have time just like sit on the couch and do something, is I want to pull through some embroidery floss to, you know, just like keep the layers together. Now, I didn't use like a traditional quilt batting in here because since it was going to be a runner, I wanted it to be pretty flat and not like puffy, so that you could set things on it and not worry about them falling over. And so what I did is, instead of just using one layer of the sheet, I went ahead and just folded this sheet a bunch of times, and so it has the body of all those folded layers of sheet, but the, you know, flatness or whatever, stability of something that, you know, stuff isn't going to fall over. So it definitely feels like there's something inside of there, because there is, but it's just not puffy. So anyway, I also, if I have time, I would like to get my embroidery stuff out and just like maybe embroider over some of the flowers, just to like add some details, you know, just wherever, not like a ton of stuff, but just in various spots here. I thought there's things that I could easily embroider over and just add some, you know, additional texture to this. But anyway, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. I think it looks really good. I like that all the fabric that I use is vintage, because even the sheet is, and for the front, the only material I used was Aunt Mary squares and the vintage material that she had in her house. So, okay, that is that. That is not a quilt, but if I had kept going that way, I would still be working on it right now, and I feel so happy to not be working on it anymore, because there's still more stuff that I have to do before our Christmas gathering. But I also need to do our advent calendar. So today is the 21st, which means we would only be opening one door. However, I need to wrap my niece's present who's getting nail polish. So I actually need to open all of these, because I need to see if I want to give her any of those colors. So we're about to open all the rest of these, and then only the normal amount of the Body Shop one. So here we go. Number 21, ooh, I'm glad I'm doing this, is a hot pink glitter. It's called Princess's Rule. Looks like this. It's a hot pink, and it has like gold super micro glitter in it. I will swatch them all. I'm just going to open them first. The next one is called Reykjavik Has All the Hot Spots, and it's kind of a purpley mauve shimmer shade, kind of a dark mauve. I know that the lighting is not ideal, but it's nighttime, and so we only have this lamp. Okay, this one is called Samoan Sand. This is another potentially good one for mannequin hands. I would say this is maybe a warm tone peach. Really light though. Okay. Ooh. Goodness. Here is just a hot, hot, hot pink called Strawberry Margarita. It is like the quintessential hot pink creme polish. All right, and then the last day, ooh, Susie and the Arctic Fox. It's dark. It's like a really dark, like kind of a blackberry color. Very pretty. I'll be keeping that one. Okay, well that was 25 days of the OPI Hello Kitty Advent Calendar. I hope that you enjoyed seeing all the polishes. I'm going to swatch them and I'll come back and show you. Alright, so here are the new swatched colors. They might be out of order, I'm sorry. Alright, and then let's look at the whole calendar. Here are all the colors. Alright, so that was super fun. I think that they gave us a pretty good variety of polishes. I do think that they could have included some like more wacky colors, but I guess they were trying to think of like, you know, everybody's favorites. So we got a good amount of dark colors, a good amount of light colors, a bunch of different reds and pinks. We got some like glitters, we got some shimmers, we got some regular creme polishes, we got some more like kind of nude mannequin hand shades. I would say that we have like 3 or 4 good mannequin hand shades here. So yeah, I think that this advent calendar was really good. I enjoyed it. I think that it was really fun to open if you like nail polish, and I think you know, the quality of these polishes seems really nice. So all right, so then we're just going to open today's, and it's the 21st. Today is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Sunday and Monday, those might be, I'm going to go ahead and open, because y'all, I'm going to be really busy and I don't know if I'm going to have time to film these individually. So we're just going to open today's, tomorrow's, and the next days. I hope that's okay. But my schedule is so nuts right now and I don't want to just like not do it. Here's 22. Where's 21? Oh, here's 21. So I'm sorry, I don't know if anybody actually cares that I'm doing it too fast, but 23, right, 21, 22, 23, yes. Okay, let's open them. 21, the fact is, in French, as of 2018, Meryl Streep has received 31 Golden Globe nominations, more than any other actor. Okay, what is it? Ooh, it's a squeezy tube of pink grapefruit hand cream. That sounds lovely. That sounds very nice. I'm going to maybe save this because I was thinking I still have that vanilla hand cream that I didn't open. And now that I have 2, I think I might have ideas for gifting these. So I'm not going to open it even though I want to. But I've received a lot of like body butters and stuff and I can't keep them all. It's like too much creams and lotions for one person. So I'm not going to open it, but I'm sure it smells really delicious because the Body Shop, everything smells so good. All right, so that was 21. 22, our fact is, oh my God, I'm going to butcher this name. Joanna or Joanna Sigurdardottir. Sigurdardottir, I'm very sorry, became the world's first openly gay head of government in 2009 when she was elected Prime Minister of Iceland. That's amazing. I wish that I could say her name properly. I apologize. It's very hard for me. Okay, so we've got another tub, more creams. I think this is for the face because it's called a Soothing Day Cream. Formulated without fragrance, colorants, preservatives, dermatologically tested. It must be for the face. Yeah. Gentle facial moisturizer that moisturizes, soothes, and helps minimize the skin reactions of sensitive skin. Well, that's me. It smells nice. It's like really lightly scented, very fresh. I don't have any makeup on or anything, so I'm gonna put some on my face. Why not? Yeah, hardly any scent. I mean, it doesn't have fragrance in it, so just like really lightly. Oh, that feels good. It's kind of cold out, and so everywhere I go, and even here we have the heater on, and I'm just feeling very dry. Okay, nice. We'll see how that continues to feel. All right, so that was tomorrow's, day 22, which is Sunday. And that goes here. And then the last one that there's like, it feels like there's nothing in here. Day 23, it says, oh my God. In 1963, Valentina Tereshkova became the first woman to travel into space. The 26-year-old Russian piloted the Vostok 6 and orbited the Earth 48 times in 3 days. Okay. All right, it's so light. I wonder what's in here. It's something. Oh, it's a beauty sponge. Like a beauty blender style thing. Cool. That's fun and like unexpected in this box. I know that the Body Shop has makeup, but we haven't gotten any, so I didn't think that there was going to be anything in here. But it feels just like a beauty blender, and so I like that it has so here's the shape. This end is like wide and flat for like, you know, this, and then this is pointed so you can like get in here. That's very useful. I like that shape. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to put this at my vanity. Hooray. Okay, so that was day 23. So there are only 2 unopened boxes in here. One is long and skinny. The other is big. So we're going to see, but not yet. So that's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And so I will open those probably on Christmas Eve. Because I'm going to have a little bit more time on that day. So, okay, well that does it for this day of Vlogmas, which is Vlogmas Day 10. I hope that you enjoyed seeing my quilt and, yeah, and opening all the extra nail polishes. Well, I'm going to go finish wrapping that up. My family's Christmas is like sooner than actual Christmas, so that's why I'm trying to get everything wrapped up ahead of time. Yeah, I hope that you are having a good month of December. Hope that you've been enjoying Vlogmas, and if you haven't watched the other Vlogmas videos, please go and check them out. Yeah, and just stick around because I've got still 2 more Vlogmas videos after this one, and I have I don't know, some cool news, some yeah, cool stuff that I'm going to talk about the future and stepping into 2020. So okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna go put on PJs. I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much to the supporters who make it possible to create this content. If you've enjoyed my videos, learned anything, been inspired, or just want to keep seeing more content, please show me some love and consider supporting me on Patreon or ko-fi.com to make a one-time donation. Your support means everything to me. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, your presence, your engagement, and our community. All the links will be in the description box below.